The Ninja 400. As you can see by the title, I've been getting this question so much, a lot, and from riding multiple bikes and, having this bad boy for over a month, I can honestly tell you guys, this is the best beginner bike, starter bike for anybody out there. Some of y'all know, a lot of y'all been having that debate. R3, Ninja 400. I'm gonna just simply tell you Ninja 400. You know what, the crazy story I'm gonna give y'all real quick why I ended up with the Ninja 400. I was in the market for an R3. And guess what? I found that phenomenal purple colorway, that beautiful purple. And most of y'all know that color I'm talking about. And they sold it 2 days before, but they still had it listed as available. And when I called, they said, oh, we sold it 2 days ago, sorry. And then he took down my number and I went and found a local dealership close by and got on this one, and I loved it, feel like I got kind of scammed out the price with all the markups and dealership warranty and the fees and stuff like that. But again, and I do have a video coming on talking about that. And also I have a video coming today as well of me thinking of trading this in. I've already put down a huge payment. I think I'm trading it in and going with my dream bike, that ZX6R. Now, I wanted the 6R when I went and picked this one up, but again, I'm a beginner rider. And honestly, I'll tell any of you guys, and most of you riders know, you need seat time. Riding these bikes, I mean, and I've ridden these last three to four months, going into the new year, I have ridden 600s. I got a taste of 1,000. But this 400, I would tell anybody, that 300 and 400 range is so forgiving. This bike is so forgiving. And I'm gonna go ahead and just, like I said, I'm getting straight to the point. This bike can get on the freeway, the highway, keep up with traffic easily. No questions, no debate. This is a fast bike, hands down. A very fast bike. Well, not very, very fast, but it gets the job done, and you can race the average sports car. So this bike completes the full checklist, and it is the ABS model. ABS saves lives. But I do have a video of the ZX6R, of me possibly trading this one in for a ZX6R, or me probably just keeping this and just getting the ZX6R. So I'm just in full, mindset debate mode. But again, I'm just trying to get as much seat time, because I'll tell any of you riders out there that are debating one of these, if you want an R3, if you want to just say, I don't want a 300 or 400, I want to jump straight into the game. Some of y'all, I've seen comments of y'all starting on leader bikes. Now, when we read the comments, I took all you guys' comments and said I'm getting a 400. It was either the R3 or the 400. And when my R3 didn't, I wasn't able to take of that purchase. I wasn't able to capitalize because somebody, stole it. Stole it, you know what I'm saying? I said, you know what? Well, maybe this Ninja 400 is for me. And quite frankly, it is for me, and I love it so, so much. But I've seen a lot of comments and videos of people saying, you may get bored, you may get tired of it. And I made a video on it. You will not get bored depending on who you are. Now, me coming from, I have Teslas, I had, a Supra that made over 600 horsepower. So I'm used to power, I'm used to riding fast. I've ridden a lot of sports cars in my lifetime. I've had fun on the road, racing and doing all kind of dumb stuff. Me being 24 years old now. And riding this bike, it's soothing for me. I mean, it fits me. Sometimes I do want a little more power, but I mean, it's enough, And for street riding, this bike is enough for street riding. And, we have a debate why the R6 got canceled and why they made the R7 and, stuff like that. But I do want an R6. That's one of my dream bikes. And I do want a Gixxer. You know, I do want to have this garage full of motorcycles. So, but I think my next dream, and I even wrote it on paper this year, that we will be picking up a ZX6R and maybe an R6 or, you know, Gixxer R, 600. And we might even, maybe towards the end of the year, shoot our shot at 1,000, you know, a liter bike. So we will see how this thing plays out. But this right here is an amazing beginner and starter bike, starter motorcycle for any of you guys that, you know, ask me this question or have this question. If you find you a 400, my best bet, I would tell you guys, is I should have got the used one they had. I would have paid less. But, you know, when it comes to how people ride these things, if they take care of it, you know, maintenance wise, and that bike had almost 10,000 miles on it, I was just kind of skeptical. But, you know, if you do find a one for a good price and it has some miles on it, don't be afraid. Again, it's just my preference. I just said, you know, I'm going to start off on a brand new bike. And I paid, you know, a little over the fees and got, you know, warranty put on it and extra stuff I probably didn't need. And for most people that know how to work on these bikes and, you know, work if things go wrong, in which somewhat I know how to do a little bit, you know, if I'm working on these bikes and stuff. But I somewhat made of a too much of a quick decision, but I'm happy with my purchase. And I love this bike so much, to the fact that I want to keep it and just have a 600 right next along to it. And I'm thinking about putting some, you know, a cage on it. And this might be the bike I teach my girl how to ride, because she wants to know how to ride, and my little brother. So I might just use this bike as a teaching, you know, a teaching bike. And I feel like it's really easy to learn. That clutch is so easy. That's the one thing. That clutch is so, I mean, it's beautiful, you know, compared to my buddy 600. It took me like 30 minutes to get used to his bike, and I stalled his bike so much and hurt my private part. You know, I can't say that on camera, but I hurt myself riding his bike. And then when I got the hang of it, it was just a piece of cake. And riding an R6 and, you know, a super sport, that position is, I would say, a little more uncomfortable than being on a bike like this, which is way more comfortable. So another reason why you should get this bike as a beginner bike or starter bike, it's just more comfortable. And then we also I have friends that have liter bikes and 600s and, you know, 1,000 cc's and all kind of amazing bikes, but they still keep one of these in their garage and they still love their 400. So again, these bikes are not just for beginners. This is just a good bike all around, and it's enough power for the street. Some people say that 600s and 1,000 cc's are too much power for the street. So, hey, but over here in Texas, y'all know it's a lot of highway, freeway riding, and, you know, just going straight. So it is what you make it. But overall, this is an amazing beginner bike, and I recommend anybody to pull the trigger on a Ninja 400, especially if you're a beginner, and get that seat time. I know that's one reason why I'm probably just going to keep this bike, is because I just need the seat time. You know, I want more seat time. You know, I have all kind of other bikes, electric bikes and stuff like that. Especially, you know, and then with these electrics, there's just no clutch, and it's just no hard work. But, you know, riding this bike is just so much fun. Hearing the rumble and just going through every last gear and using the full power of this bike on the street is so amazing. So this is why I tell you guys, this is an amazing starter bike, you know, and you won't be too intimidated with it. Again, I've ridden all kind of motorcycles, you know, and I'm just still so in love with this one after a month. I know I made a video one for 1 week if I got bored, and I pretty much said the same thing in that video. But yeah, so I am thinking about, you know, the ZX6R daily. I've been watching so many videos on the ZX6R, the R6. I cannot, every day I wake up, I watch a 600 video, you know, because I just think about it so much. And I feel like, and I've seen so many people say that those bikes, you know, is enough power and you will never buy another motorcycle after it. And then I get on my 400 and I'm like, man, I could use a tiny bit more power, you know, and I wouldn't say that I'm bored of it. I'm not saying that. I know a lot of y'all probably like, Rick, just admit it, you're bored of the bike. But no, it's literally, the bike is amazing. You know, it gets a lot of attention in traffic. People tell me to rev it up because it has a nice loud exhaust. And it sounds amazing, looks amazing. You know, some people, if you don't really know bikes, people think this is a 600 or maybe 1,000 cc, you know. But again, an amazing starter bike. I'm going to get a cold start and head to the gym. But I just wanted to answer that question because everybody keeps asking me, and I even had this when I went inside the store. They were like, is that a Ninja 400? I'm like, yeah, you probably see the sticker. Like, oh, I heard that's a good beginner bike. Is it really? You know, and I had to like literally talk to that person for 30 minutes and had a good conversation about this bike. So that's why I'm bringing you guys this kind of content. And we will have more talking about me maybe potentially getting the ZX6R soon, or who knows, I might trade it. But again, I want to use this bike, you know, just to have one to ride, you know, keep it, get my seat time in, you know. It's a more comfortable bike. I can also use it to teach my little brother, you know, other family members, my girl. And, you know, it could just be a bike like that. I am doing the Eliminator probably next. So that, I don't really like that little big thing hanging from the back. It's been annoying me lately. But other than that, y'all comment down below what you think. Do you think the Ninja 400 is an amazing starter bike? Do you have one? Do you think somebody should start out on a 600? You know, again, if you do start on a 600, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but it just got to respect the bike, respect the power, and you should be fine, you know. But if it's your first bike, I'm a little worried for you because, you know, these bikes are nothing to play with, man, for real. But y'all stay safe out there. Happy 2024. I'm wishing you all a blessed year with more joy, happiness, success, growth, and more opportunities, and that everything goes your way, and that you are more healthy this year too as well. I love y'all, and I will catch you beautiful people in the next one. Peace.